Hey, it's Art Deco architecture. The dates for this about 1925 to 1937 ish. The one thing I want you to keep in mind about the history of Art Deco is that it occurred after a horrifying pandemic and a meat grinder of a war. It was supposed to be the war to end all wars, and we've had so many since. Anyway, it all began in the roaring 20s. It was kind of a crazy time, and it's almost as if we're going through something similar now. Can we all look back then and maybe remember? Hopefully, it's not too late. The style of Art Deco. It was like nothing that came before. It is not a revivalist movement at all. The lines in it are sharp and they move your eye skyward. The stylized geometry that was used basically for decoration has heavy Egyptian influence and geometry. It's based on known forms. And for the first time, lighting, because we didn't have electricity before, lighting is responsible for an incredibly heavy influence on the architecture. I love Art Deco. You can't tell. Marcus Pratia designed the Pantages Theater in Hollywood. If you will look, you can see the vertical lines and the geometric shapes and the light. So important. Fred R. Wilson gave us the Club Moderne in Anaconda, Montana. And it's an amazing building. But you can see the light, the line that brings your eye skyward, and all of these geometric shapes put into the building itself. William Van Allen did that. The Empire State Building in New York City, and it's, again, the line, the geometric shapes. But look at what they started to do with lighting. It became so important in architecture. Now, Art Deco, which was not called Art Deco, that term was not coined until 1968. Um, modern art, basically. It's kind of like what we're calling our art now. But Deco led to this explosion of creativity, and that explosion was everywhere, including in the film industry. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it is a long-lasting influence. Film noir, I'm not a movie buff, but the way directors use a lack of color, they keep it grayscale on purpose, leads to this great feeling of dystopia and generalized foreboding. I adore Art Deco for that. Here we go. The windows in the door are the example of Art Deco, but you can kind of believe that Lady Gaga might be as well. And I am letting this play because everybody needs to see Brazil. However, before it begins, I will tell you that it is very possibly, I don't know why this isn't working. This is the film Brazil. It was directed by Terry Gilliam of Monty Python. Why? Wow, am I going to have to edit the daylights out of this bad boy? Art Deco architecture was influenced heavily by the art that was going on around them then. Art Nouveau, It was heavily influenced by the Bauhaus School in Germany, which was still is, a quite a famous art school. And we have Cubism. Thank you, Mr. Picasso. Sorry you left. Rest well. Please hurry back. Thank you very much for watching.